once. So Sudha and Manju, just add your email IDs with which you have registered to Orchestrator.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Login to my cloud orchestration.
Yeah. So whatever email that you have used for cloud orchestration, give it so that Sachin can provide you credentials as well as he can assign you some roles and roles, and you can directly work with them with the robots.
Okay.
So Sachin is going to assign those roles in his machine. You mean to say that?
What was that? I didn't get you.
Uh, Sachin was going to assign roles for Sudha and
Manju.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, Sachin, what you can do, go to admin, give me the access once.
Okay.
It will be easier for me to use this.
Bajrang, what is the background about this? Like yesterday logged off early. So now what we're doing?
So, there is already some code, there is already some values in our orchestrator queues.
Okay.
Instead of one performer, we are trying to work with multiple performers. So, Sachin machine will be a dispatcher.
Okay.
And we will add Sudha, Manju machines as performers.
Okay.
Okay, so did you understand the activity today?
Yes, yeah. So performer and dispatcher. Okay, but this is the same RE framework, right? We are using the whatever the calculator.
Code is same, only the robots will be different. That's the reason I asked. I'm working with this today. Okay.
Okay.
So we have one user, Sachin. So let's invite users. Give your email IDs, please.
Should I click on invite?
Give all the accesses, automation users, administrators, automation developers.
Sure.
See, for why we are giving it now is to make sure that they have all the accesses for your tenant. If you restrict it, then they may have some issues in assigning the robots.
Okay. So invite.
Go ahead. Let's allocate licenses. Okay. So we are going to add test developer pro license as well as attended license. Yeah, you can add everything. You can add everything. Whatever license that they have, they can pick it up. License allocation failed. Yeah. Add one person first, then go with the next person.
No, I think the RP Developer Pro license is only one, and he allocated two peoples. That's why.
Might be. Let's go ahead and assign all the memberships.
Email is already in use.
Yes. So what we need to do is, okay. Manju and Sudha, you must have your emails. Please check your emails once. You should have the details to log into this orchestrator. So the robots are already assigned. Let's click on this to see assigned allocations. So group allocation policy, allocate to user. So let's go with group allocation. Let's see whatever allocation that we have, that it will be assigned. Okay, and groups. So we can add persons or users to these groups. Automation users attended. So let's add allocation group. So attended, we have 2 licenses. So whenever they assign the robot, then they can add the values. Okay. So we have Sudha connected.
I accepted.
Yes, Manju, please do that. Okay. So Sachin,
Yeah.
go to code. Code.
Writing systems. That is called flow.
So what we will do, since this is your ID, let's change it to shared so that others can also access it. Okay. So we are having a different folder called shared now, and there we are publishing this particular code. Calculator with queues. Publish.
Chrome got closed once again. Just reopen.
Okay, so we have default tenant, right? So tenant is different from that of folders. So if you go into home and if you go into your default tenant, users are already assigned to this particular orchestrator. So let's go with shared folder. So there are different folders, right?
Yes.
And workspace will be your specific folder, and shared folder is the one that everyone can access. Okay, if you see in the packages, let's see in the settings once if you have anything. So we have administrative users. So these are groups. If we want to add machines, we can also add machines. Manage machines in the folder. So if you see here, all the machines are already updated with the template.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's go back in the tenant. And let's see with the packages. Calculator with queues is the tenant. So let's go ahead and view versions. So this is the one that's active. Let's close. Go into shade. We have automations. In this automations, let's add a process. So package is the code. and process is the way how we execute it, like where this should be executed. Okay, so this is the ID and orchestrator input. There is no need to add these details, and display name. Calculator. Use performer. So this is performer. Okay, click on create. Now this process created, right? Now if you see in UiPath Assistant, let's go with UiPath Assistant. So let's see. So can you see here calculator queues performer?
Yeah.
So this is what the one that we have updated just now. So the same version should be available for Sudha as well as Manju. Can you please confirm?
In assistant, Vajra.
Yes. Okay, let's also check with the queues. How many queues do we have and all? Okay. Review request. So there are no queues for now. Let's see if it executes something, or we can link it from other folders. So Sachin queue, we can link it, continue. So now we have Sachin's work folder, and then we are going to link with that queue. So we have queue now. And how many
Get it,
items?
Vajra.
You didn't get what?
I didn't get the process to run here,
Then I can.
to run in the assistant.
Okay. So what we can do is, let's go into settings. Let's see if the users are allocated or not. Machines. Okay. Update. So here we are having machine details. Okay, machines, machine key, copy machine key to clipboard. So what you can do, Manju or Sudha, can you please share your screen once?
Okay, Vajra. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, so this is logged in with your email ID, right?
Email ID, yes.
Okay, can you please log out once? Sign in. So there are different ways how you can assign your robot, right? Let's try with this one. What we can do is we'll check with this particular user ID and password. If this works, that's fine, or else we need to add machines to the tenant. You need to open Sachin's ID, not yours.
Okay.
So these are the organizations, separate organizations. Okay. Since you are already an admin, you can have the access for all the options that are available in Sachin's orchestrator. Okay. Click on default tenant.
Hello? Hello, Vajran?
Yes, so what you can do, you can add new machines.
Okay.
Okay, so click on this ID, this particular item. Can you please configure on the right side?
Configure.
So we have already configured one of the robot, right? So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and add more machines. Let's add one more machine. Give me the access, please. Let's go with machines and so copy machine key. So yours is this one, right? We copy it and let's copy it till default tenant. We are assigning your robot. So what we can do, instead of assigning in, we will go to preferences. Since that is a different, altogether different organization, we'll go ahead and assign the robots using this way. Orchestrator settings, service URL or machine key. So instead of service URL, we'll go with machine key. So this is the orchestrator URL. Default tenant. Okay. And then the machine key is the one that we will get it here. So who's
That
sharing?
is Manju, sir.
Yeah. So Manju, you can do the same thing.
Yeah, I will do.
Okay. Let's hit on connect. So connected but unlicensed because it's dynamically assigning the licenses. Okay. Let's close. Refresh. And let's see with the users. Shared. Where are the users? These are the users. Let's go and edit roles. Machines. Manage machines in this folder. So let's add other machines as well. Update. So Manju says that process is available for me now.
I didn't add any machine. I just logged in with Sachin's tenant.
Okay, so the URL is different that you have updated.
Not the URL. Like once you log into the orchestrator, it will ask for the organization, right? One is mine and another one is Sachin's. I picked Sachin's. After that, it's visible.
Okay, so can we just just go with the same thing? Sign in. Google, right?
Yes, Google Image.
Okay, just go ahead and add your details. Okay, since we are connected now to Sachin's machine, this will ask for installation. Let's go ahead and install this particular item. Okay, now how many robots do we have altogether? 3 robots.
Three.
Okay, one machine with Sachin, one machine with Manju, the third machine with Sudha. Okay, so let's go to shared folder. Stay on this page, update. Okay, so what we can do is let's go into shared and let's see the queues. Sachin, why don't you add items to this queue?
Okay.
Okay, let's do one thing. Let's have someone else to add items to this queue. Who else want to join this and be a dispatcher?
Yeah, I can join. Raja.
Dhruvesh can join. So let's go ahead and add a Dhruvesh ID as well. Users and groups. So Dhruvesh. So if you see here, RPA Developer Pro. Okay. Just a second. So this is Sudha's ID. Let's see with the users and groups. So if you see here, as allocations are assigned automatically, attended named user, RPA Developer Pro license, and RPA Developer Pro license. Okay, so we can assign them automatically, or you can also assign them individually, but it actually takes whatever it has. So let's see. Let's also add Dhruvesh ID. Just a second. Copy email address. Sorry, I cannot do it. Sudha, can you please do it for me?
Yeah, sir.
See, now everyone are working in single organization, but everyone will have their own robots. That's the idea.
Okay.
Add all the details, automation users, administrators. Let's go. Let's not wait. So invite. So Dhruvesh, what you can do is allocate licenses.
Select all.
Yes, go ahead and save. Hit save. Even it may fail. Okay, allocate licenses are allocated. So Dhruvesh, you may need to access and accept the request. Okay, so what you can do, you can be a dispatcher for these users.
Okay.
Okay, so now Manju, let's go ahead and execute this particular process. On 3, can we start? 3, 2, 1, start. So the items are completed. Let's see with the jobs. So how can you check what jobs are executed and which jobs are not executed? Let's go into job home, orchestrator default tenant. And then let's go into shade. We have got new names. Okay. Now let's see the jobs. Robots. These are the robots. Okay. Let's go into shade. Let's see with the automations and then jobs. Okay. Can you see the executions now? Sachin executed it. Manju also executed it. Sudha also executed the same robot, same process. Okay. Now, when we go into the queues and let's see queues, there are 2 items remaining, 2 transactions. Okay, and then let's go with filter and let's see with status, new items. There are no new items and everything should be successful. This is successful. Both items are executed by Sudha robot. In the robot section, you can see. Okay, and let's also see with the details. And this is the detail. So Dhruvesh, when you update the code, I want you to update it with this particular values. You just make sure. So can you please copy this and paste? Give the details, give the column names to Dhruvesh, or you can also take the code from Sachin's folder.
Okay, so I need to write the dispatcher code. in
Yeah,
RE framework?
just no need to go with RE framework. Just create an Excel with 200 to 300 items.
Okay. In a normal process or?
No, in a normal process, in a simple process.
Okay.
So what I want everyone to do the same process or everyone to be a dispatcher. Let's see how that will work. Okay. So Dhruvesh,
Yeah.
please share your screen. So others, please replicate whoever are connected to Sachin's machine, and Sachin and you too can do it. So let's work on the same flow. Dhruvesh, just share your screen.
Yeah.
Maya is typing something. Hi, Maya.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, go to main. What you can do is can check in Sachin's folder. There should be a Excel file in Sachin's folder.
In Git only.
Did you create this folder in Git or not? This should be created in your folder. Move the code to your folder.
In Sachin folder, right?
No, check in your folder. Okay. Yes, Durvesh. Yes, add dispatcher folder here. Close UiPath and add dispatcher folder here. Why are you creating new folder again? Just add the code folder here. Okay, open dispatcher. So though you are working, you can execute this. Let's Durvesh, what we will do, we will also publish this in the orchestrator for Sachin.
Okay.
So everyone can use the same code and execute. So once go to Sachin's folder and see the Excel, the input Excel. I think if you have it, you too can open the same Excel. We have a calculator Excel, right? First value, second value, operand, result.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you just open that in your machine? Week one
Calculator.
Open data, open input file. Yeah, you can remove the result. Complete column you can remove. Okay, I want you to add 300 more items. Just drag and drop or add autofill till 300. Just drag and drop. Yeah. Yep, stop it. Save it once. Okay, add this file in our dispatcher folder, dispatcher. Copy this and add it in our dispatcher. Just add it here, that should be fine. Okay, now what you can do, go to code, add sequence. No, sequence is already there.
Okay, yeah.
Activity. Go to main and add a sequence activity.
And bulk item.
Yes, you can add bulk item. And before that, you need to add read range.
Yeah, I need to write retakes. Range from
Use workbook activity
yeah.
at the bottom. Yeah. Give input. Remove the range. DT underscore input. And data table, give DT underscore input. And
your name Sachin.
your name will be Sachin in double quotes. Just copy and paste it rather than typing it. Go to orchestrate, copy and paste it.
Sachin. Got some name. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Publish the code. And why don't you just change the folder
From
to shared folder? You need to change it. Cancel once. At the bottom, there will be a robot folder where you can access.
Okay. Okay.
Refresh.
Not connected.
Just make sure this is connected. Go to orchestrator and see. Or what you can do, you can also update it manually. Let's go ahead and update it manually. Okay, orchestrator settings. Disconnect it and connect with. Okay, do you want to run it in unattended mode?
Yeah.
For now, go ahead and sign in. Don't go with unattended mode.
Okay. It's connected now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now go ahead and see in Studio. It should be accessible. Yes. Why don't you just change that folder to shared? Press cancel. No. Press cancel. At the bottom, you have this with your phone. Right? So I think here also you need to change this.
Sure. Okay. Now I can publish.
No. Where are you publishing this?
In Sachin Orchestrator.
But is it connected to Sachin's orchestrator?
Yeah, now it's connected.
Okay, let's hope so. Go ahead and publish it.
Publish. In which tenant?
Process feed, correct. Just publish it. Okay. Now go to orchestrator.
Okay.
So I want Manju to create a package to create a process for us. Manju, create a process. We'll wait. Go to automations and yes, let's wait. Let Manju create a process for us. Manju, are you doing that? Manju, can you please unmute and talk?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Sure. So Durvesh, go to shared and open automations.
Yeah.
Let's hit on refresh. Manju, let's confirm once it's done.
Yeah, sure.
Now my package is uploaded.
Yes, the package is updated and the process need to be created with the package.
So Manju will create a process using my package dispatcher, right?
Correct.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So all are working in same orchestrator, which
Yes.
is Sachin has created. Okay.
That's correct.
Like one organization.
Correct. So Manju, if it is done, please let us know. Not doing that. Manju, any issue?
No, it's done.
Okay, Durvesh, go ahead and refresh. Okay,
Yeah, it's here.
excellent. So I want everyone to execute the process in their machines. Let's go ahead and do it.
Dispatcher.
Everyone execute it.
But before that, first I need to execute it.
No need. Everyone can
Dispatcher.
execute it.
Sajjang, how do we connect to that orchestrator?
Rakesh, we initially gave access, right? Invited users.
Yeah, like you invited only 3 days.
Correct. That's how you do it. Okay. So the
So,
dispatcher is completed. Can you go to the queues once? We should have items in such in queue.
so you said to run all of the users the dispatcher one process.
Exactly. So refresh, open that particular item. View transactions.
Yes.
No need to select. You can directly click on view transactions. So how many do we have?
We have six.
We'll have many.
Six, yeah.
So yeah, 610. So everyone executed it. So where can we see the executions? Go to jobs and see the executions. Then you'll get to know. Automations, jobs. So now you can see
Sudha has
executed it twice.
and I executed.
So Sachin, did Sachin
And
execute?
no, Sachin and Manju didn't executed this dispatcher.
It's taking time for me to install.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, let's wait. So meanwhile, what
Yes,
Sachin started execution. So now, are you able to understand how the executions happens and how robots will get connected and execute?
Yeah.
I want people who are not speaking also please comment out in the chat. Are you able to understand the process? How exactly are we doing this?
Yes, Vajran.
Yes, yes.
So actually, whether we're sharing the loading of the process here, like let's say that you have 1 million records and you're sharing with the different users.
Yes.
Running the 3 different robot shops here.
Exactly.
But where we are going and verifying the main orchestrator only, the admin orchestrator only, to the job status checking.
Yes, in the jobs we'll get to see who executed what and when it's executed.
The like it like the load balancing will happen based on that, the orchestrator, right? Automatically it takes, or like we can know whether I can define like job one should only pick up the first 50,000 records and second job 50,000 to 1 lakh.
So you are not writing any such code in your processor or processor code. So in the performer, what are we doing? We are picking up one item at a time and we are working on it. Okay, so load balancing, when you are saying load balancing, it depends on how many robots are executing currently. If there are 3 robots that's executing currently, every robot will pick up only one item. Dispatcher is different. Bulk queue items. So can you open queues now? Open Sachin queue. Open the queue. So how many new transactions are available now? 1200 new transactions. Now let's see. Let's execute everyone. So whose machines are connected? Dhruvesh, Manju, Sudha, Sachin. Everyone execute calculator queues performer. So everyone will have one item to execute. Until it is completed, it will not go into the next item. If it is completed, then it will complete the next item and it will go into the next item and it will process the other item. So think this as a movie ticket counter where they have all the movie tickets and one person will get one ticket. After one person gets one ticket, he will move away and the other person will come and take the other ticket. Okay, one person will get only one item to process. Okay.
So I'll start.
I want everyone to start at a single shot. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Okay, so since this is background process, you can go ahead and check in the jobs.
Yeah, all are ready.
Everyone executing. Let's see. Go to
Queues.
You can check in the logs actually. I think you haven't checked any logs.
But we
Yes.
didn't use any logs.
No, logs are generated by default by every machine. Okay. If you see laptop, OK, and JR, they are working on their own respective queues.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you go to the top? So every robot has their own machines, and if you see, we have already completed 57 records. Okay, and this 57th record is for one machine. And if you go back,
where you're able to see the 57 records?
So processing transaction number 57. That's the 57th record for laptop 0KP3L. Yes.
This is mine.
Yes. So she already completed 57th record. And if you scroll down once, 99 records. Okay. So can you go to the top? Go to queues once. Okay. Go into
62 is success.
items are already successful. Yes. Let's go and open the successful items. View transactions. Yes. Filter with success. Okay. Here, what you can also do. Select with a robot. Okay, in robots, let's add why we don't have robots. Just search for Manju, M-A-N-J-U. Okay, I think it's not showing out the values. But if you see in the robot, we have Manju's robot executing one item, Dhruvesh executing one item. I don't see Sachin's machine.
No, I executed.
Leave it for now. Yeah, scroll down once, view details.
The output data result.
Is it done?
Yeah.
Go to history once.
History.
Yeah. View details.
Okay, history.
So just see who created the queue. Item is created by Sudha, but execution is completed by Dhruvesh.
Okay. Where you are able to see the who created this? Sudha. Yeah, this one. Okay, create. Action create Sudha. Okay, status and progress. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done. Click on close. Let's see with all the other items, are they completed?
In queues.
Yeah. Refresh it.
64.
Okay. What you can also go ahead and see is the best part of Orchestrator. You can also see how many jobs are remaining and how many are executed. Just go access, give me the access. Okay. Let's go with shared. Click on shared, please. And if you see here, scroll down. So there are 8 jobs that are successful. And so here we can see how many jobs are successful, how many items are available. These things you can see.
Okay.
Okay. If there are any faulted exceptions, if there are any stopped robots, everything you can see it here. Go to the top. Yeah. So only 3 machines are connected for now. I think the machines we don't have last Dhruvesh machine is not connected, might be. So click on the machines once. Manage machines in the folder. Add Dhruvesh machine as well if it is available. So no, don't add it like this. That should be available if you have already created it. So go to tenant and see in the machines.
Yeah, it's mine.
Now, can you please check with the actions, more actions, view sessions. Okay, that's connected. Leave it for now. Let's see. Let's go into shared folder and let's see in the queues. We can access that later. Refresh. Open the item. Open one of the item. View transactions. How many are remaining? So we were able to complete 1191 records.
Yeah.
Okay, so see how quickly every robot is picking up one item and it's processing and going into the next item. That's how the things are moving on.
But in the queues here, we are able to see the only 62 successful.
That's not updated, that's it. But it will update in some time.
Okay. And remaining one for
Okay. If everything is done, then robots will automatically stop. There is no need to stop again.
Okay.
Go to job.
Vajrang, one more question. How many jobs we can run at a time in the same machine?
Okay, that's depend. Okay, when we have background robots, so there are 2 types of robots, right? UI robot and background robot. So now this process is a background process. There is no need for UI interaction.
Okay.
Okay, but if it is a foreground process, then we may need to run only one foreground process, but there can be any background process that can be executed. But there is also a catch here. UiPath provides multiple execution or concurrent execution only with unattended robots.
Okay.
Okay. So if it is an unattended robot, only then you can execute multiple process at a single shot.
I think Sachin's robot is working still.
It stopped.
Yeah, no, it stopped. Yeah.
Okay, refresh. Okay, let's start a process in some other machine. Click on start.
On jobs?
Yeah. Start, click on start. Okay. Select a process, performer,
Performer.
execution target, any user. It's not accessing because
Machine is accessible.
yes, click on Sudha machine.
Okay.
Okay, any machine connected, any user, you can hit on start. Hit on start.
Could not find the machines for
Current folder. There's no machine. So there should be some changes that should be made. Okay. So let's leave it for now. But this is one of the way. Okay, on the top you have unattended job type. Can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but we don't have unattended jobs. Can you change that to non-production or development? Let's see. There is no non-production as well. Can you change it to development? Okay, since every license is allocated to every user, we are not able to start the job.
Okay.
But if we add any unattended user, we will be able to start it.
So now should I try to start?
No need to start. Just go ahead and see the jobs. I think we are, how much time did we complete? Okay, the last 1 minute. Let's stop this and let's go with the questions. Okay, stop the process, or else Dhruvesh, you can go ahead and keep the screen share on and checking with the details. But others, please go ahead and ask your questions. The recording is still on. Let's also keep questions in the recording.
So, Vajrang, I have completed the second project, dispatcher one and performer ones. So now I need to deploy, publish it on orchestrator. So I need to deploy both the projects. Like then it will create the two packages and two process, right?
Exactly.
On orchestrator.
That's
So
right.
so I need to run the manually from or process. First dispatcher, then performer, like that.
Yes, you can run it or you can schedule it. You can schedule dispatcher in the morning 10 a.m. and you can schedule the performer at the evening 8 p.m.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So that's process designing. That's I think that cannot be covered in our training session because we are dealing with code mostly. So architect level designing is something that requires special designing thinking.
Okay.
Like when a robot should start, when a robot should stop. Are we having proper retries in the code process? Everything that comes as a solution architect or solution architecture.
Okay.
Okay.
Rajan,
Yes. Practice.
so can you just outline how we connected initially and like
Sure. What we
and
can
how
do.
this happens in the real world.
So whatever you're doing now is the real world scenario. There is no other real world. Rakesh.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever we are doing now, connecting the robots, connecting the orchestrator, everything, this is what will be done in an actual project. Nothing else will be done other than this.
Okay, and we connected to Sachin's machine, right? Also in this
Sachin's
scenario,
orchestration, correct.
the orchestrator.
Yes.
So also in the real time, right? We will have an organization orchestrator, right?
Correct. Organization will maintain their own orchestrator and you will get the access from the admins of orchestrator.
So once we get the orchestrator link, means they will send us a request from the orchestrator side.
So if it is a cloud orchestrator, they will send it. But if it is a 2019 orchestrator, then they will directly assign the robot in your user and they will give it to you. Okay, Maya asked how many robots can we connect? Depends on the licenses. So for this free version, you can have 2 developer license, 2 RPA Pro license, 1 unattended license. So total 5 robots can be connected. But in actual scenario, when we are working in enterprise version, it completely depends on how many licenses did you purchase. Maya, did I answer your question?
Yes, okay, thank you.
So then here, at a time, one dispatcher can work on multiple performance things.
We also executed multiple dispatchers as well. Shankar, don't think a dispatcher should be executed only once. See, but the problem that will happen with dispatcher executing on multiple machines is there will be duplicated data in the queue.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone will be updating the same queue into the orchestrator and everyone will work on the same data. So there will be duplication, right? That is the reason we will normally keep one dispatcher so that one person will only update the queue items or one robot will update the queue items. Remaining items will be processed by the performer process.
Yeah, understood. Got it.
That's a simple logic. If you want to run it in multiple robots, you can run it. There is no wrong in it.
Yeah, got it.
Vajrang, Rakesh Kumar here.
Yes, Rakesh, tell me.
Yeah. Just one question. Actually, I got suppose dispatcher is running and at the same time, like someone is updating in the Excel sheet. So how to make sure that the whatever the data is entered in the Excel sheet will be performed?
So
Data.
see, when you are working on this kind of few items, this will be like a double-edged sword, I would say. This Excel process should not be accessed by other users. If you access it, then multiple versions of Excels are required. Let's say that Excel is there in the shared folder and someone is updating it continuously and robot need to pick it.
Okay.
Then robot will throw an error because there is already an Excel session that's executing.
Okay.
Okay, so we should not do it, but there will be an interview question like how can, if there is the Excel and if multiple robots are trying to update it, how can you do that? So one of the solution or one of the way how we are able to do it is they are maintaining a single asset file in the orchestrator with Boolean value. So whenever the asset value is true, it means the file is closed by all other robots. And if it is able to access or if it is able to access that particular file, it immediately changes that asset file to asset value to false. So it just means that I'm already using it, so you don't use it.
Okay.
Multiple bots. So in that way, they try to implement it, but again, it's not recommended.
Okay.
Other questions, please? So we have already completed 2 weeks of our training, and this is the third week, and the fourth week will be the complete project training on a project that I will give to each and everyone. So you need to do things from scratch. You need to start understanding or analyzing the project, create your own PDD, create your own SDD, start developing, take the approvals, write emails, take the approvals, and make sure that you develop the code only after approval. So while developing PDD, I will also check with the screenshots are updated, the process flow diagram is updated, everything I'll check. And then we will also have peer reviews for your process because I cannot check each and everyone's file. So we'll have peer reviews as well. So everything will be done. And if the document is completed, then we will take the approvals directly in GitHub. If the document is not approved, we will raise bugs in GitHub. So that's the activity, complete project activity we are going to do in week 4. Okay, any other questions? ask it now, because after 4th week, I will not be able to, you will not have access to this particular Teams as well. All the accesses will be removed. So make sure you ask everything now. Okay, silence assuming you don't have any questions. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.